So y'all, I was praying, and first of all, I just want to say, like, when you praying to God, He hears you. He hears every word that we say. And me and my ex, we still cool. He is like, I mean, that's just the man that got my heart. Like, that's just that's just what it is. I learned to live with it. God gave me the strength. So I just embraced it, whatever. So I was talking to God like, I don't know, because you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know who you're gonna end up with. I mean, you could pray and make your suggestions, and you can ask God for certain people, but you don't know what God is going to do. So in my head, I was like, it's challenging when you still cool with an ex, because while y'all in that cool place where it's like, everything is good, ain't no pressure, ain't no arguing, ain't none of that. And it can mess with your feelings at times. And today I was, you know, my ex sent me a picture of, because he fly a lot, and he he sent me a picture of him and these flight attendants that it was a whole story behind it. He thought it was funny, whatever. And I got in my feelings, and I was like, don't send me pictures of you and other women. So we got into all of that. So after that, I was in my feelings. I said a prayer, and I was like, just talking to God about what I feel for him, and you know, and talking about what I wanted in a man and all this different stuff. And then I felt fear start to creep in my emotions. Like, I really started, how, like, you could feel it coming in. And right when I started to feel it, I heard God say in my spirit, you need to trust me. And man, like, I'm not even going to sit here in front and be like, ain't nobody else dealing with this, because there's so many women out there that still in love with their exes. And to be honest, we compare the new to the old, especially if we still in love with them, right? So I'm just trust God. That's the whole point of me making this video. God said you need to trust me. And when I say he interrupted me in my prayer, he always interrupted me when I'm talking to him, like right when I'm in that emotion where it start. See, this is the God that we serve. I'm exposing him through my relationship with him. I'm exposing him to you guys every every time I encounter him. Hold on. Every time I encounter the Father, I want to share it, because I want you guys to know. I want you guys to learn to embrace your own relationship with the Father. And when I was coming into a feeling of fear, like the fear was really because I was starting to feel like, I don't want to be by myself forever, and I don't want this and I don't want that. And then the fear started to, and then he caught it. He was like, you need to trust me with that. You need to trust me with that. And it was so audible, like, and it calmed me down. And I was right back into a place of peace and calm, and just knowing, like, my Father got me this far. And the Father knows the hearts of men. So it's a blessing that me and my ex are not together, because things just don't be right. And God called me out of that storm, and now I'm in a place of just peace. So if you're struggling with something, if you're worried about something, if you're praying to the Father over and over and over again, and you think He don't hear you, you think He's not concerned, He hear you. I promise you, He hear you. Don't stop praying. Don't stop talking. But don't let fear push you away from the Father. Trust Him. Trust Him in everything. I know it, sometimes it looks like the Father not doing much. It looks like He don't hear us, when we talk. It looks like that. That's what the enemy wants you to think. The enemy wants you to think God don't hear you. What you talking about ain't important. Haven't you seen the news? Like, the enemy will flood your mind with so many things, and he'll really have you thinking that the Father don't care for you, and that is the farthest thing from the truth. The Lord interrupted me because He saw the fear coming. He saw the discomfort. He saw my spirit starting to become bothered. And He said, you need to trust me with that. Because any part of our lives where we are fearful, or we doubt something, or we think that it may not work out, that is a part of our lives that we are not trusting the Father. We haven't given the Father that part. We took it upon ourselves, and we're just worrying about it. But God is saying, trust me. Trust me. You know why He interrupted me? Even though I was praying, He interrupted me because His aim is to keep me in perfect peace. His aim is to keep my spirit calm. And that is so loving. Just that act right there. Just to interrupt me, because my mind my own words was about to take me into a fearful place. And God stopped me. And He brought me back to peace. And y'all, this is really how I function. I tell God everything. I tell Him everything. When I'm out driving, I tell Him everything. I talk to Him about everything. Even if it's sinful, even if it, a sinful desire or a sinful thought, whatever it is, if it's a regular desire, if it's a need, if it's a want, if it's a plan, whatever comes to my mind, I know He see it. Whatever enters my heart, I know He see it. But for me, embracing the relationship, acknowledging the Father, for me, is telling Him everything I feel, think, imagine, desire. And the more I do that, the more I draw closer to the Father, the more He draws closer to me. So when I stopped writing in my journals and I started talking to the Father more, that is what helped me to hear His voice, because I couldn't hear it before. And I used to think that, all those times when I hear the Father, I used to think that those are my thoughts. But no, that's the Father talking to me. That's the Father responding to my prayer. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, and don't doubt the Father. Don't think that He don't hear you. Don't think that you can't trust Him, because He brought me right back to that place of peace. We never know. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, to give you a hope and a future. He knows what He's doing. Okay? He knows. So don't stop trusting Him. Talk to Him about anything and everything. We're human. Nothing is a surprise to the Father. He ain't shocked about nothing that's going on with you. Let him know what's going on and watch him guide your path. I hope this helps y'all. I'm about to go to sleep. I just thought I would share this word with y'all. I love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care.